Ever feel like stress and belly fat are attached at the hip, literally? You're not imagining it. The connection between stress and belly fat is more real than you might think. When life throws curveballs, our bodies react in ways that can be both surprising and frustrating. That spare tire you're sporting might just be a stress souvenir. It's not just about the food you eat or the exercise you skip. Stress plays a significant role in how your body stores fat, especially around the midsection. Before continue, please like and subscribe to this channel so we can continue giving more value. And ladies, let's be real, we all know life loves to hand us those extra large stress packages. From juggling careers to managing households, the pressure can be relentless. It's no wonder our bodies sometimes feel like they're in a constant state of emergency. Deadlines, relationships, the never-ending quest for the perfect work-life balance. It's enough to make you want to reach for a tub of ice cream and hide under the covers. But before you do, let's take a moment to understand what's really happening inside your body. But before you do, let's talk about this insidious connection between stress and belly fat. It's not just about the occasional indulgence or the skipped workout. There's a deeper, more complex relationship at play here. You see, it's not just about that extra slice of cake you inhaled during your last meltdown, although let's be honest, that didn't help. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that can lead to increased fat storage, particularly in the abdominal area. There's a whole hormonal drama unfolding beneath the surface, and it's starring none other than cortisol, the queen bee of stress hormones. Cortisol is essential for our survival, but when it's constantly elevated, it can wreak havoc on our bodies. But don't despair. Understanding the enemy is the first step to victory. By recognizing the role of cortisol and other stress hormones, you can start to take control of your health and your waistline. In this article, we'll dive deep into the science behind stress, hormones, and belly fat. And most importantly, we'll equip you with the tools you need to fight back. We'll explore practical strategies for managing stress, from mindfulness techniques to lifestyle changes that can make a real difference. Because let's face it, a little stress is inevitable, but a muffin top, that's negotiable. With the right knowledge and tools, you can break the cycle of stress and belly fat and reclaim your health and confidence. So let's get started on this journey together. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Cortisol. This hormone, often dubbed the stress hormone, plays a crucial role in how our bodies respond to stress. But there's so much more to it than just stress management. This hormone is your body's built-in alarm system, a sophisticated mechanism that has evolved over millennia to help us survive. Designed to help you deal with stressful situations, cortisol is released by your adrenal glands in response to fear or stress. Think of it as your inner superhero, always on standby, ready to leap into action when you need it the most. Ready to swoop in and save the day when danger or deadlines strike. Cortisol ensures that you have the energy and focus to tackle immediate threats. The problem is, our modern lives have cortisol working overtime, constantly triggering this response, even when the threats just emails or traffic jams. And like any superhero who's been pushed too far, it starts to have some side effects. Chronic stress means chronic cortisol release, which can lead to a host of health issues. When you experience stress, your body releases cortisol, preparing you to either fight or flee. This is a natural and necessary response, which in the short term is a good thing. It provides a burst of energy, sharpens your focus, and helps you react quickly. It provides a burst of energy, sharpens your focus, and even temporarily suppresses pain, allowing you to push through challenging situations, and even temporarily suppresses pain. This is why you might not feel an injury until after the stressful event has passed. The issue arises when stress becomes chronic. Your body isn't designed to be in a constant state of alert. Imagine cortisol as that friend who's great for a weekend getaway, full of energy and excitement, but starts to wear out their welcome after a month. Constantly having cortisol around can lead to fatigue, irritability, and other health issues. So, what does this have to do with your waistline? Well, it turns out that cortisol has a significant impact on where your body stores fat. Well, cortisol has a particular fondness for belly fat. It's not just about the number on the scale, but where that weight is distributed. It encourages your body to store fat in your abdominal region, which is more than just an aesthetic concern, especially around your vital organs. This type of fat, known as visceral fat, is linked to a higher risk of various health problems. It's like cortisol is playing a game of real-life Tetris, and your belly is the unfortunate landing spot for all those stress bricks. This can lead to a cycle of stress and weight gain that's hard to break, and your belly is the unfortunate landing spot for all those stress bricks. Understanding cortisol's role can help you manage stress better and take steps towards a healthier lifestyle. Now, let's talk about what happens when stress decides to overstay its welcome and settles in for the long haul. Stress is a natural part of life, and in small doses it can even be beneficial. It can help you stay alert, focused, and ready to face challenges. But when stress becomes chronic, it can have serious consequences for your health and well-being. Chronic stress is like that houseguest who not only eats all your food but also rearranges your furniture. It disrupts your daily routine, making it difficult to maintain a healthy lifestyle. You might find yourself reaching for comfort foods, neglecting exercise, and struggling to find time for self-care, and borrows your clothes without asking. This constant state of stress can lead to emotional eating, where you turn to food for comfort and relief. Unfortunately, the foods we crave during stressful times are often high in sugar, fat, and calories, which can contribute to weight gain and belly fat. It wreaks havoc on your entire system, including your hormonal balance. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, a hormone that helps you respond to threats. However, when cortisol levels remain elevated for extended periods, it can lead to a host of problems. Chronic stress keeps your cortisol levels elevated, leading to a cascade of negative effects. High cortisol levels can increase your appetite and cravings for unhealthy foods, making it harder to stick to a balanced diet. It can also lead to increased fat storage, particularly in the abdominal area. It disrupts your sleep, messes with your appetite, late-night cravings, and throws your blood sugar out of whack. Poor sleep can further exacerbate stress, creating a vicious cycle that is hard to break. Lack of sleep can also affect your body's ability to regulate hunger hormones, leading to increased appetite and weight gain. All of this contributes to, you guessed it, more belly fat. But it gets worse. The accumulation of belly fat is not just a cosmetic concern, it is also associated with an increased risk of serious health conditions, such as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and metabolic syndrome. Chronic stress also affects other hormones involved in appetite regulation and fat storage, like insulin and leptin. Insulin is a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar levels by allowing glucose to enter your cells, where it can be used for energy. Insulin's job is to shuttle glucose from your bloodstream into your cells for energy. However, when your cells become resistant to insulin, chronic stress, your body starts storing that excess glucose as fat, particularly in the abdominal area. This condition, known as insulin resistance, can lead to higher blood sugar levels and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. However, when your cells become resistant to insulin, chronic stress, your body starts storing that excess glucose as fat, particularly in the abdominal area. This condition, known as insulin resistance, can lead to higher blood sugar levels and an increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Leptin, on the other hand, is the hormone that tells your brain when you're full. It helps regulate your appetite and energy balance by signaling to your brain that you have enough energy stored and can stop eating. Chronic stress disrupts leptin signaling, making it harder to feel satisfied after meals and leading to overeating. When leptin levels are out of balance, your brain may not receive the signal that you are full, causing you to continue eating even when you have had enough. This can lead to weight gain and an increase in belly fat over time. Managing stress is crucial for maintaining a healthy weight and overall well-being. Incorporating stress-reducing activities such as exercise, meditation, and spending time with loved ones can help keep your stress levels in check and prevent the negative effects of chronic stress on your body. Now, for the not-so-fun part, women tend to be more susceptible to stress-induced belly fat. We can thank our good friend RejuveNAtion for this lovely little gift. You see, back in our cavewoman days, storing fat around the belly was beneficial for survival, especially during pregnancy and breastfeeding. Fast forward to the 21st century, and while most of us aren't foraging for berries and outrunning saber-toothed tigers, our bodies haven't quite caught up with the memo. Adding insult to injury, women also produce more cortisol in response to social stress than men do. So that fight with your partner, that passive-aggressive comment from your co-worker, or that never-ending to-do list, those are all contributing to your cortisol levels and potentially your waistline. But don't despair. Just because we're predisposed to this doesn't mean we're powerless against it. There are plenty of things we can do to combat stress, rebalance our hormones, and reclaim our waistlines. Please like, subscribe, and enable all notifications for more updates.